subscribe. All right, this will be a fun video. This is a JB Drag Motocross Boss theory video. All right, just about me and myself, not about like life or anything. It's nothing that'll help you guys. Okay, if you guys are hoping for help, too bad. It's just going to be one of those videos where it's just a little interesting and you watch and you just have fun watching because it's a little interesting, okay? No help right now. I'll teach you guys life lessons at another time. I remember I said I'd stock up on these as much as possible, but I changed my mind on that. Yeah, I know I told myself I was going to stock up a lot on the items that were expensive, but I changed my mind because it really is a lot better in the long run just to buy more of the cheap items so you have money for future stock up seasons to come, because you never know. You know, like, what if my JB's gift shop does not do well this year? What if it never does well as it did in 2023? You know, obviously I can't live my life in fear of not having a successful JB's gift shop year, but I'm just saying in general, you know, it's nice to keep the money saved. All right. Anyways, so for this video, I'm going to be talking about just me and my personality and everything, okay? So, you know, I've come to realize that whenever I'm on YouTube and whenever I am on Lumber Tycoon 2, on Discord, I should say, I am usually outgoing from the start, right off the bat, whenever I talk to a fellow JB Drag Motocross Boss community member, all right? Or if there is enough people that I know already in the VC, or if I just happen to start feeling comfortable in VC. Now, let me specifically explain. Well, I'll explain it in a second. When I'm somewhere in real life, I am automatically introverted and automatically hardly speak at all. In fact, one time, someone from band actually went on one of my streams and they started getting really shook and confused as to how I was talking to how much I was in the live stream. All right, there is a saying, all right, I don't know if it's a saying, maybe it is for all I know, but like, as for shy people, they're shy when they're around most people, like strangers and stuff, but whenever they're with someone that they're super comfortable with, they'll open up fast and they'll be very talkative and they'll be a lot of fun to hang out with. All right, I think I very much might be a shy person, but I might not at the same time. Now, in the past, I actually, believe it or not, used to have a higher level of shyness. Obviously, I would still be really outgoing on my channel and in videos and all, but when it comes to in public, this is back then when I used to not have a job. I would be self-conscious or whatever, or just like I'd feel embarrassed about not having a job, and then I was a little nervous, like, oh, I don't really want a job, I just want to focus on YouTube and stuff. And I had no need or desire for money at the time. I hardly spent any money as well, so I thought, you know what, I might as well not work. And then like I heard about people working, and then it just scared me, and I didn't even drive, and it was just this cycle of just me being behind everyone. The moment I started driving and the moment I got a job, those two moments weren't too far from each other. But you know, once I achieved both, I felt a lot more confident in myself, and now in public I am much more talkative than I would have been before getting a job and getting a driver's license. All right, the reason why I am like the way I am with shyness and non-shyness is because I am shy when I don't necessarily know if the person I am next to at work or whatever, or at school, will be talkative back. All right, now so basically before getting a job and before getting a driver's license, I would pretty much never be talkative at all. I'd be 100% shy, maybe 90% shy. And like, I would just like freak out whenever I'd have like a social interaction sometimes. This would be in public, you know, for most public settings. All right. You know, obviously if I'm in public with my family or whatever, or with friends, then, you know, I'm obviously going to be talkative. All right. Nowadays that I have a job and a driver's license, I actually, am still shy in public and I'm still kind of quiet, but I actually am a little talkative. I will make small talk with people at work sometimes, or I will make small talk with people in school or whatnot. All right, but I will not be nearly as outgoing as I am here on the internet and stuff. Now, when it comes to the internet and the entire JB Drag Motocross Boss community, every single time someone new speaks to me, whenever I meet someone new, there is this automatic just vibe, and I know it too, that I know for a fact that they automatically want to hear what I have to say, and that I'm not just gonna say something and they're not gonna hear me, or they're gonna partially ignore me, or it's gonna be a little awkward. Like, sometimes I think, oh, why am I talking so much out of nowhere? I hardly know them. It's gonna be a little weird. I don't have that with whenever a new fan starts talking to me. I know they'll want to talk to me. I already know that in my head. So that's why I'll automatically be outgoing the moment someone new joins a VC or whatever, like a fan from a channel or something like that, all right? Now, there are cases in real life, and there are also cases online where this next scenario I'm going to explain takes place, all right? Now, I will point out one thing here. If this was before... Actually, I'll talk about that at the end of my little statement here. So basically, if I'm in a VC of new people online, if there is someone familiar in there, then I will most likely be outgoing, all right? But there is this mode that I usually put on whenever I join a VC with people. If it's a person like a YouTuber that I know, or if it's someone like if it's like a YouTuber and it goes onto a video, or if it's someone who's like the owner of a Discord server or something, what I'll sometimes do is I will start like yelling, but I'll yell in a very funny way just to like make everyone laugh in the VC. Some people do not like the yelling. Some people do, all right? Now, sometimes, if there is a person I know in the VC, then I will just talk normally. I don't know, whatever I choose, okay? If you watch some of my streams, sometimes I will start, yelling and rambling on whenever there's people in the VC, or even sometimes when I'm alone, I'll just start rambling on in a funny way. Usually I don't ramble on in a funny way. Usually I just talk like this, like I am right now. But the funniness is just like randomly selected, and usually there has to be at least a person that I know present for me to act that way, all right? If it's a complete VC of strangers, nowadays I will be like, hey, what's going on? And I'll be kind of outgoing, and I'll try to start some conversations, but I'll still be a little shy, all right? Because I know for a fact that those people aren't there to necessarily hear me speak, all right? As for online, even if this is before I got my driver's license and my first job, or after, I don't think it matters. I think I was always the same for when it comes to online. Now, when it comes to whenever I hang out with like a group of friends or whatever, nowadays, if there's at least a friend that I know well present, then I will be really outgoing, all right? I will actually talk a lot. Before getting my driver's license and my first job, would I be as outgoing? This one I cannot answer because I actually do not remember anymore. If it weren't for my YouTube channel, if it weren't, if it weren't for my YouTube channel, then most people would not really see the real side of me. Only some people would actually see the true and actual me, all right? Unless I would end up talking to a lot of people in VCs, then, maybe people would see the real side of me, all right? But all I know is that my YouTube channel has definitely presented the outgoing side of me so much more than it would have been presented prior. I can literally tell a person that normally sees me as quiet, like show them my channel or whatever, and it would probably be a big shock. But I literally, because of this entire YouTube channel, that gives me the ability to show everyone my true self, which is very, very interesting, all right? Am I shy? Kind of. I'm not exactly shy. I believe that I have a level of introvert inside of me, and then there's also a level of extrovert inside of me. I believe these people are called introverted extroverts, or maybe extroverted introverts. A lot of people like to say that my parents are also this way as well, although I don't think I'm 100% like my parents. I think, I'm a little bit different when it comes to being introverted and extroverted. I think I'm a little extra extroverted, but I also can be incorrect as well. I don't even know. Now, at the end, I want to give a little bit of advice here. Do not let anyone pressure you into talking a lot and stepping out of your comfort zone, all right? If you want to stay in your comfort zone whenever you're hanging out with people, that's completely fine. Sometimes there's some cases where it's a little ridiculous and a little extreme. Like if you are hanging out with a couple of friends and you say absolutely nothing because there's someone there you don't really know, you got to at least say some stuff. Don't say absolutely nothing, because then it'll just be awkward. But there is another thing I want to say. If you don't feel like talking that much, if you're in a public situation, if you feel shy, that's entirely fine, all right? Just talk whenever you want to talk, all right? You know, let yourself be extroverted naturally. Don't force that upon yourself. I do have a little bit of an issue with that in my modern life, all right? Sometimes I set myself up to, I'll be like, I'll sometimes want to force myself to try and talk. Like, sometimes I'll be like, why am I not talking? And, you know, nowadays I'm just going to learn to just let it go a little bit. And if I don't really want to talk, I don't really have to talk, all right? As long as I don't make it incredibly awkward, then everything's fine.